The Act does not affect South Africa's electoral system, but it now allows independent candidates to be accommodated within the system.
So it's not like, this is something new. All that is happening now is that citizens are able to have some say on who sits on each seat, whether it's the national or the regional seats. But as a whole, it doesn't change the system at all. And the only variation is that you have the introduction of independence, and that we now can have some say on who sits on which portion of the National Assembly.
The 400 seats in the National Assembly are divided into national and regional. 200 of those are for the national list, which only political parties can contest. The remaining 200 regional seats are contested by parties and independent candidates. The addition of independents means this election will be more hotly contested than ever before. In the booth, voters will have 3 ballots on which to make their cross. The first will be all the parties contesting nationally, the second is regional ballots for parties and independents, and the third will be for provincial legislators. But is the electorate aware of this? The SABC hit the streets to find out.
Well, we haven't been really informed as per newspapers. I don't think there's an article being carried in this week, or last week for that matter. So no, I don't understand what's the difference there.
I don't know anything about it.
We know absolutely nothing about it.
No, I have no idea about it, and nothing that I was informed about. I think the communication is very not communicated to everyone, and we have people in our communities that have less information about that. But we do know the date of elections, but we have now no much information that we are aware of that.
Actually, I have no idea about anything.
Voters who are not aware of this process have a few weeks to get clued up. But will this lack of understanding have an impact on election day?
We've seen over the last 30 years of democracy that the IEC has proven, especially in a greater Africa demographic, the IEC has proven that they are a reliable electoral commission. They are a reliable facilitator of elections in our country and in Africa, especially measuring the other electoral commissions in Africa as a whole. It's good that they are seeking and that the legislator is seeking of constant ways to improve that during the course. And that, although it might take a few electoral seasons and processes to prove whether the new act will bring about positive change.
In the event of any objections or discrepancies, the IEC says it's always open to scrutiny.
The way in which we ensure transparency in the counting process, where agents are present, observers are present all the time, they can check what is happening. When we do our results capturing, we have independent auditors who do not work for the IEC to check that we are in fact capturing the result correctly. And then ultimately, the result slip that you see at the voting station, one of it is placed at the voting station where the community can see it, political parties see it, the media see it. And then the second one we capture, and that is scanned. And anybody that have access to our website can actually see the original result slip and compare it to what we captured. So I think we are very open and we're very transparent in that particular and this is something that we've been doing all the years. We've been open to scrutiny and we welcome that scrutiny.
To ensure there are no comebacks, parties have until 9 p.m. the Friday after Election Day to raise objections to the outcome. The Commission may not release results until all these objections are resolved. Abra Babia, SABC News, Parliament.